Hello friends, how are you today? This video is for my membership channels on YouTube and paid subscription on Substack. I wanted to give you guys an exclusive video talking about the energy themes that I see as important and really potent right now. The first one is that I'm recording this in the evening on August 28th. Mercury stationed direct today in the sky. When I say in the sky, technically that's not accurate because of how tropical astrology works, but for the matrix of how we all interact together in Western civilization, it is accurate. So there you go. So Mercury stationed today, and it's going to move direct at September 11th. And so right now is a time to use this sort of potent energy, but stationary energy, like it's not really moving. And so it's a time to use this to your advantage, like to plan and to reflect. And so, you know, if you desire, and here's a key thing, you might have this coming up for you because I have it coming up for me. You know, on July 29th, I told you guys that I had a head injury, and it was a medical event, but I didn't have to go to the doctor or the hospital for it. So I handled it in other ways. And what it was a vagus nerve, I'd say awakening in my brain. And the effects of this on my life have been awesome, but there's physical challenges that came with it. Well, after 2 weeks, I pretty much healed from the physical pain that was associated with it. And in the last 2 to 3 days, that has come back. And I realized today that I think that this is related to Mercury's move. And I want to give you some dates so that you could look at your life if you want and think about these things. So the first is that July 29th is about the third day before Mercury stationed retrograde. So on Earth, creation in the physical relates with threes. So the last week of July, you know, if you recall what was going on for you, and then into the very beginning of August, these themes may be coming up for you again. Now, for me, there was a big push of energy mid-July, and you guys might have experienced that also. We had some major waves in the Schumann Resonance. And in my view, those energies are coming up again as well. And literally, people have been verbalizing images that describe, they have been verbalizing stories to me that describe images in the Schumann chart at that time and continuing to this time. It just simply astounds me. It's amazing. So around mid-July, we had the image of Bridge and Chasm. And I do have, I believe, free Substack, but also in the paid area especially, I have the photos of the Bridge and Chasm on the Schumann. So if you remember, this image evolved in August, okay? So amazing. But in July, it was like the post of a bridge and then this deep chasm in front of it. And I potently feel the chasm energies come again right now. And I feel that once again, we feel that we're ahead of this chasm is ahead of us and we don't know how to get to the other side. But there's a different flavor to it now, a month and a half later. And the flavor is this. So if you imagine yourself in front of the chasm, okay, and the best you know what, I'm going to link this, except for the video is inaccurate because it only reflects a partial truth. But Google the Indiana Jones Last Crusade. I will link it below, even though it's not accurate. But it's the best we've got in video that I haven't made right now. So what happens is Harrison Ford stands before a chasm, the Last Crusade. It's toward the end, but it's called The Leap of Faith. And you can even buy images from the movie of The Leap of Faith on Etsy, for example. Although I don't get paid anything for that. I've just always loved the drawings from the movie. Now, on the other side is the Holy Grail, right? He believes. That's the entrance on the other side will get him the Holy Grail, the fountain of life. But really, what is the Holy Grail? It's Venus. It's what is the most important thing to you. And ultimately, and Venus represents this, but ultimately, in my view, the most important thing is the soul, and specifically the Christed soul. Because direct from the Creator, your soul, that is the Christ. Okay, and that is why Jesus was called Jesus Christ, because he was manifested in human form, Christed, right? Jesus Christ. Direct from God, direct from source, one to one in every way. So pretty cool, huh? So now here's the deal. You look out, right, at whatever the darkness is in your life, not in a Plutonian way, not in a painful, traumatic way. No. This is different. This is like looking into the well, right, that you get water from, that you get nourishment from. This is a different experience than the chasm we experienced throughout August, which was July 23rd to August 22nd, where Pluto and the Sun opposed through every degree of Leo for 4 weeks. That was intense, wasn't it? Okay, so before all that intensity broke out, we had the chasm. We faced the depths in a Plutonian way, right? We faced trauma, challenge, whatever that was for you. For me, it was very potent, and from people I've talked to, I think this is how it is. So share if you'd like, and I will respond in the comments. Because of my head pain and, kind of everything from my dad's death is hitting me this week, starting Monday. So I apologize for being slow to respond right now. I'll just say that. But I will respond, okay? Because it brings me so much joy to engage with you guys. And also it's cool to share because I learn from you and I get better. All right, so now the chasm, the well, the depths are different. Now it's you look into that, and what is the truth that your soul is offering you? The true Holy Grail, right? This is the leap of faith where we've overcome challenges for literally, we've spent 4 weeks. And now we're going to leap forward, and the Grail is on the other side for you personally. And so I call this sitting in the mystery, sitting in the deep mystery. What is that for you? And what does your soul have to offer, and how can you reach that? I have many videos on the heart meditation, to bring love to the heart. That's one way to commune and connect with these energies. They're in my lives, and all of them are available to paid members on YouTube. I'll have to put some of those on my paid Substack. But we have a special opportunity to muse on these energies now, between now and September 11th, when Mercury will be leaping forward 1 degree from where it retrograded on the 12th. Now, this period lines up exactly, fascinatingly, and like divinely, like I'm in awe, divinely, in a divinely inspired way. It lines up perfectly with the Sirian gateway, the 8-8 gateway energies, and the heliacal rise of the star Sirius, which started at the end of July and then ends in the northern, this is all in the northern hemisphere, ends about September 11th, possibly going into the 12th. It can be more perfect. We are blessed in these energies, and you might have special and unique ways to approach them and to access special truths for yourself right now. I'll give you an example. Today I was guided to talk to no one, okay, except for immediate people that I live with and my dog. You know. And but I had to go outside the house, okay? And it was so interesting what happened. It was so interesting. And there's something really potent here about turning within, turning to God within, turning to the messages of your soul, turning to your inner divine guidance, okay? What the universe, in alignment with your highest good, your highest truth, and the highest expression of your soul in human living form, I would suggest, what all of that has for you. So in doing this practice today, I learned some important things about myself, and I got some potent messages about how to hone doing certain things for myself. And, you know, those are very specific to me, but what I'm saying is that I think there might be something there for you. And you might have a different way of doing that. You know, the other thing that I like to do is to be quiet in a meditative state, but a 0 point energy state. And I'll be honest, it's with all the intensity of the last 2 weeks in particular, I realized that I didn't get into that state as often as I normally would. And the reason why was because I had fights to fight in the human world. You know, I had to stand up for my dad at the hospital to be able for him to die with dignity. I mean, the last 4 weeks have really been intense, you know. But here's the thing. I feel so satisfied about those things. And so here's what I've gotten, and maybe this will resonate with you. In the last 4 weeks, I had a lot of experiences of interacting with others. And now as Mercury launches, or begins to launch, like direct, okay? Because right now, it's like the bow pulled back in the arrow. And we're in like a slow motion of it going on the 12th of September, it's gonna release, okay? And so it's a sacred period of reflection time. And I support you in doing, you know, what works for you, and sharing below in the comments if you'd like to. So, love you guys. All my love to you. Thank you. God bless you.